Yeah. So I think it was 2018, 2019. We just changed the name really, just because again it wasn't a really like it was a system name. I mean, I think when I registered the company, I was literally just I was like I don't know what to call it. Let me just call it iMarek. So yeah, I mean at that time I was never really a marketing or like a branding kind of
That's
guy.
cool.
I just focused on the tech, and that's why when we shifted to ARWAY, which was more of like a okay, you get it, it sounds cool, it has some sort of meaning. People can like understand the deeper meaning of
Very
it, like
easy to
AR
search as
way.
well. Very easy to search and type.
Yeah,
It's 5 letters, mate.
exactly. So yeah, I mean, I just came up with it, and I said, oh, let's stick with it.
Oh, you came up with our way. You didn't.
And
It wasn't. It wasn't like it wasn't the growth lead.
no. I mean, Damien joined literally in
Oh,
February, so
really?
he joined
Oh,
very
very
recently.
fresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's why this year the plan is to really boost our operations, just because we now have someone who's like done 30. Like I mean, I can tell you some of our numbers right now. Like we're doing 20 leads literally every day now, and this is
Just
all
through
the
marketing.
automation stuff that yeah, just from Damien's automation systems. So he's like a crazy growth hacker in this space, and yeah, I've personally just like been in awe of the work he's been doing. So yeah, I mean it's really cool stuff. But
Can you?
yeah,
Sorry
just
to
to go back.
interject. Oh, you're about to
Yeah,
go
yeah, no
back, but
worries.
just to interject, what kind of can you give us an insight into any tips or tricks that Damien's using?
Yeah, sure. So again, there's a few different tools, but the most powerful thing to leverage is probably LinkedIn. So that's where we mainly source all our leads through. And there's like a few different tools like Phantom Buster, for example, that he's mainly been using right now, where you can set up like a whole automation pipeline. And yeah, we also have Pipedrive, where we just like process all the leads. We have like a system where we run them through. We have contact made. If there's a meeting scheduled. If there's more further interest, negotiations, if the
Trusty
contract's
CRM
closed,
system.
etc.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the great part is he's automating the whole reach out process, and just going through. Okay, how do you reach new clients? How do you reach new prospects? Actually, just to touch on that. So with some of the stuff Damien's been doing, like I actually created like a mini crash course as well in how founders can basically automate their investor reach out process. Because right now, like a lot of the networking events where that's where you mainly source investors from are closed, and even the online pitches aren't that interactive. So using LinkedIn, what I've done is just sell literally less than 2 hours, like a very mini course on how you can use some of these other tools and just automate the whole process. Like basically, in my experience, we closed our funding round. Well, we're about to close it by just finding some angels on LinkedIn, and yeah, literally, I automated the whole process of reaching them. So like, I had a messaging thing. I like there was a few tools I used, and I just went through a list of 600 investors, and overnight I just left my computer running for like 3 days, and it just yeah, basically scraped through all their profiles and sent them messages, like all personalized as well. And yeah, from there, surprisingly, what was it? It was like I reached 100 investors, 50 were interested, then 10 only, then it was like 10 who were actually committed to setting up a second meeting. And right now it's only a few that we're in discussions for a negotiation. But that pipeline is yeah, like that's what we built. And Bill Gates has a very famous quote actually on this, where he said, it's all a number game, right?
Law of averages.
You're reaching out to investors. Yeah, exactly. What was it? He reached out to like 1,000 people to invest in Microsoft to start off with, and only like one person like actually invested. And surprisingly, Microsoft only raised one round. I think they only raised the seed round for like 1 million or 2 million, and that's it.
Remarkable.
So it's really just a numbers game, and that's why yeah, automating it really just changed everything for me. Because like previously I was just using LinkedIn in the most basic capacity, and I was like, instead of selling my service, let me sell my startup to investors who would be interested, and like specific UK ex founder startups, sorry, angel investors. So
And
yeah.
then you'll have enough money to be able to spend £50 a month on Sales Navigator on LinkedIn, which always helps.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It's pretty
were you
cool.
just using the basic package then? Were you using Sales Navigator at all?
No, I mean, I still don't use Sales Navigator. I that whole automation stuff is just like a LinkedIn Helper is one of the tools used in the course. But literally through there, I just reach out to all these different investors, and just like I actually put the database I personally used for free on my LinkedIn. But yeah, I have like this 600 investor list, and it's very focused just on UK investors who are also ex founders. And yeah, from there I just process all the investors, go through all of them, send them a personalized message. If they're interested, I add them to Pipedrive, and then send them like a automated email actually. And so I have very little interactions with them, but for them on their side, it seems like I'm leading a full discussion with them, and so that way it actually saves us time as founders, because I know fundraising is a very distracting process. So yeah, I mean, that way I said, okay, let me take this, build a little course, because like a few of my founder friends just requested it, and I was like, why not? And yeah, I just decided to yeah, just show how I've been able to succeed in yeah, like right now where 60% of our funding round is closed, our 300K. So we're just like in negotiations with a few other angels, but yeah, very soon we hope to close the whole round. Probably in like early summer. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless these, I don't know, unless like COVID round 2 comes over or something.